In today's breaking story, a bombshell has been dropped on Donald Trump by a man who has served 5 different presidents, and he's so distinguished that he once received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and I have the full story for you next. Do you recall the story of the Emperor's New Clothes? It's a story for the ages about how power corrupts. Not only does it corrupt the ruler, but it corrupts the kingdom, except for one brave boy who is blessed with the gift of honesty. And today I have a modern story about one brave boy, a boy who just happened to serve our nation for 25 distinguished years, and he has no interest in gaining King Donald's favor, and he has dropped some scathing words on the naked narcissist. Sorry for that visual. Before I reveal who the honored Washington, D.C. veteran is and the unfiltered blast of honesty he slayed Trump with, let's look at those who have been swallowing their self-respect and bowing to the king via Trump's most recent grift, the inauguration. Let's get up to speed on that with this video compilation that includes clips from both Fox and MSNBC, because it's not often we see those two on the same reporting page.
Let's dive right in. The Wall Street Journal framed this as saying that all the big business people from Silicon Valley to Wall Street and beyond our shores are coming to kiss the ring, bend the knee, and cut the check, Toyota being the latest. Look at the list of companies, though. You can see from Toyota, Ford, General Motors, but it's also Amazon, Meta, OpenAI, Uber, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America. The list goes on and on, many of them making $1 million or more donations. Why do you think that so many business folks are coming to try and curry favor, really, is what it looks like, with President-elect Trump?
They want a seat at the table. The Trump administration is taking in some estimated possible about $225 million in total donations. They want a seat at the table. There are going to be discussions on policy, regulatory policy across the board, and that's important.
On Wednesday, Mark Zuckerberg donated $1 million to Trump's inaugural committee. A day later, Jeff Bezos and OpenAI founder Sam Altman each donated $1 million of their own. Then on Friday, Tim Cook had dinner with Trump at Mar-a-Lago, and Bezos is expected to head down there next week. Of course, all of these guys are just playing catch-up to Elon Musk, who spent over $250 million to get Trump elected in the first place. And these other tech giants have no doubt been watching as the bet has paid off for Musk. I mean, they've been watching as Trump and Musk have basically refused to separate since Election Day. These other billionaires have also probably watched as those shares of Tesla soared by 70% since Election Day.
Just to put a cherry on top of this Trump grift, Religious News is reporting that Trump's inauguration is pay to pray. President-elect Donald Trump's transition team is reportedly planning an interfaith prayer service the day before his inauguration, where participants can worship alongside the businessman and his wife Melania, but those who want to join need to weigh the price of prayer. Tickets to the service will be awarded only to those who donate at least $100,000 to Trump's inaugural ceremonies or who raise $200,000. So it turns out that no separation of church and state results in the state separating the church from its money? Okay. So that was a long list of loyal subjects who are pretending what Donald Trump is doing is sane. Now let's switch gears and reveal the boy who doesn't pretend and has something honest to say. Enter William Webster, the only person to direct both the CIA and the FBI, who flagged serious concerns with Trump's cabinet picks, as reported by HuffPost. The article went on to say, a former director of the FBI and CIA is questioning whether Kash Patel and Tulsi Gabbard, Donald Trump's picks to be director of the FBI and of National Intelligence, respectively, are qualified for the posts. Webster joined a number of current and former FBI officials who have expressed concerns about Patel, a deep state conspiracy theorist and fierce Trump loyalist who served as chief of staff to acting Secretary of Defense Chris Miller during the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. Patel has expressed an interest in closing the FBI's D.C. headquarters to replace it with a deep state museum and has vowed to prosecute Trump's enemies, a pledge that has led some Republicans to question whether he will actually come after Trump's foes. His record of executing the president's directives suggests a loyalty to individuals rather than the rule of law. A dangerous precedent for an agency tasked with impartial enforcement of justice, he went on. Webster also argued against the choice of Gabbard, a Democrat-turned-Republican and former U.S. representative from Hawaii with no formal intelligence experience, whom critics have slammed for her sympathetic comments about Russian dictator Vladimir Putin and her apparent sympathy for ousted Syrian leader Bashar Assad. Gabbard's profound lack of intelligence experience and the daunting task of overseeing 18 disparate intelligence agencies further highlight the need for seasoned leadership, wrote Webster. Effective management of our intelligence community requires unparalleled expertise to navigate the complexities of global threats and to maintain the trust of allied nations, he wrote. Without that trust, our ability to safeguard sensitive secrets and collaborate internationally is severely diminished. Webster's concerns over Trump's nominations of Patel and Gabbard are well-founded, but the analysis is focused on the intelligence community. The nomination of these unqualified individuals is also a test of our overall democracy. Will the nomination process reveal that Republican senators are under the spell of Emperor Trump and will do whatever it takes to retain his favor? Or will they be honest boys and girls blessed with the freedom to exercise their own free will? And whatever they do during the confirmation process will signal if we are to live in a true democracy over the next 4 years or a kingdom of Donald Trump's design, complete with his full frontal assault on our nation's values and liberties.